Hey, we're now live after the Sharks defeat the Islanders 3-2. And I'm not sure if that came through, so I'm going to do it one more time because we got a delay on the YouTube. But we're live now on Pucknology After Dark. Sharks beat the Islanders 3-2. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. We're live here every post game for you. And for tonight's program, I have myself, AJ_Strong. We also have Rocket Backhander and Jay Alexander. But before we get into the game or any of that, we must tell you that Pucknology After Dark is sponsored by Audible. We've partnered with them to offer a free 30-day trial. You can choose from over 180,000 audiobooks. Get a free audiobook to keep whether you continue using the service or not. So just go to audibletrial.com/PAD to sign up. You get a free book. We get a little bit of support, and everybody wins. That's audibletrial.com/PAD. All right. And with that out of the way, evidently the whole key to winning in New York is to start your backup goaltender. And Haley, Rocket, what do you think was the bigger key tonight, Haley or Dell?
Oh, gosh. Well, I know some people would say that because this is Haley's old team that was important to get some sort of emotional mojo going. But as we know, intangibles only count for so much these days. So I think that Aaron Dell's performance in net was more important than Haley's presence on ice. But that's just me.
Gentry.
You got to give it up to the teddy bear that is Michael Haley. No, I think it was just a better defensive game. They lacked it yesterday, and it seemed that Dober got on their case about it during the mandated day off. So, yeah, definitely a better defensive game.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when you look at the first period and the Sharks holding the Islanders to just 4 shots on goal. I forget who it was that tweeted it out, but they showed like the Corsi or forget what the chart was, but basically the Islanders flatlined after about 7 minutes. It was just no pulse.
Ooh.
So just awesome. Of course, Sleepy Mofo pointing at undefeated right now with Haley in the lineup. So, of course, we got to roll him against Pittsburgh, right?
Why not?
All right. That's all I'm saying.
Got to use that during the Stanley Cup final, but we'll see.
The one thing, though, that's making me a little nervous, we'll break down the goals in a second. The one thing that's making me nervous, though, this is another game where the Sharks are still getting eaten up in the face-off circle. I'm not sure that they've owned the face-off circle on the road yet. So that's 3 in a row. At that part, they got to fix that. Again, everybody knows how I love to beat my special teams horn. Sharks come away 0 for 1, but luckily they gave up 2 power plays to the Islanders and killed them both off. Thank God, because I believe coming into this game, their PK was clicking at an notorious 33%. So how about anybody want to get in on that Carlson goal tonight? Wingles, Haley getting on the score sheet early. Give it up for him. It still makes me wonder, out of all the guys that I thought you would have pulled off the fourth line, my bet would have been Wingles before Nieto, but Haley getting on the score sheet. But the fourth line coming through, getting them on. Gentry, what did you like from that goal? What didn't you like? What happened?
I really just liked how they just kind of drove possession. And, I mean, you got to give it to Wingles. I mean, out of all the criticism that we've been having about him in the offseason till now, he's actually been pretty good as a center and in the face-off circle. And what a setup to see that Milkman was just there, just on the doorstep. Just a nice little setup.
Rock?
Good job. No, I think that the reason why Haley had a piece in it is because he was really underestimated and everybody just figured they could ignore him. Maybe that's why Peter DeBoer put him in, is because they just sort of figured he'd be really underestimated by the Islanders and he'd be able to make some things happen, and he did.
Yeah. I like it. Unfortunately, I was actually out at the moment when that happened, so I didn't get a chance to catch it. I was very bummed out. But the second goal to tie the game, Thornton pretty much just going for the bank shot off of Hurdle. I think he was just looking for anybody in front of the net. He's like, just screw it. This is going to go in, bank off somebody. Love to see Hurdle getting his first goal that way. But the reason why Hurdle got that goal is because he was in the right spot. He was in the dirty area, in front of the goalie, in the paint. I love that. But what did you see? What about the second period, Gentry? I mean, anything? Would it be a Sharks game without giving a player his first ever NHL goal?
I want to know the stat. Like, which team has the biggest giving up first career goals? Like, because the Sharks either must be in the top 2, or like at least first on that. So we're first in something, guys. But I just think for what it is, it's just like, the Sharks kind of underestimate rookies, and then the rookies just kind of capitalize on it. I don't know. I don't know what the stigma with this team is about giving up giving somebody their first career goal. So if I'm a rookie in the NHL, I'm looking for the Sharks, and I'm circling that day on the calendar.
Rocket.
I don't know if it's just us. I think maybe it's every team. Depending on. I think it's every team feels like this at the beginning of the season, and they all are like, Jesus, is every damn player who just joined the NHL gonna say, oh, why? Because at the beginning of the year, that's when you get people who have never scored goals in the NHL.
But it's 3 consecutive games now. The Sharks have given up somebody's first ever NHL goal.
But it's every game in the beginning of the season is like that with the NHL, though. I don't know if it's just us. I need to ask a couple of members from other fan bases if they feel as agonized and tormented about it as we do. Then no. But if they're like, what? Then yes, definitely. It is just a Shark thing, and I don't understand why it is, but it is.
Oh, I know. It's so silly. And then, of course, Pavelski really just making things very interesting in the third period, knotting it up with about 18 minutes left? Yeah, 18 minutes left. 18 minutes gone by, just over 2 minutes left. He knots it, but then gives the Isles hope by taking that delay of game penalty at the very worst time. I'm not sure what surprised me more, the fact that Pavelski put it over the glass or that Burns broke the glass, Rocket.
I think it was more important that he broke the glass, because it gives us more coverage in the media, meaningless coverage in the media. Keeps focus on us.
Yeah, Gentry, you never saw Dan Boyle break glass. I'm just saying.
Oh God. No, definitely not. But you know what? Dan Boyle didn't have a wild shot like Burnsy did, so his was more towards the net. But hey, for fantasy purposes, I'm glad that Burns was on the score sheets tonight. But I'm gonna say this is that everybody kept making a brouhaha about Austin Matthews breaking glass in practice. I think this will give us some coverage for Burns, but you got to give it up to Pavelski. He went 2 games or so without a goal. Then he notched that wonderful game in the losing effort to the Island, or not to the Rangers, and then he had the game winner tonight. So this is the captain doing what he does best, and that's getting game winners. So Clutch Pavelski is back from the looks of it.
And you got another that's back-to-back multi-point games from Burns. He gets two apples tonight. And going back to Boyle for a second, I think Boyle's specialty was breaking reporters, not glass.
Yikes.
I don't have any respect for you.
Leave. Just leave. GTFO. Just leave. So I think it was I think for the most part, this game is what we expected. It was a bounce back game after just everything really went to hell last night in the third period.
Indeed.
So, yeah, nice bounce back period. Something that I did want to touch on, and it's just for the people that are watching on TV or whatever. And it's obviously it's only been a couple of games. We're so used to watching CSN do their broadcasts where you've got Brody and Kubro at the CSN studios doing their thing. Rocket, how have you liked it with them actually being on the road, traveling with the team, and kind of, I don't know, giving you just, I guess, a little bit of the local flavor?
I think it's important this early on in the season to have the local guys on scene at the away games, because otherwise I think that only the diehard fans are going to have interest in the team this early in the season. So if you get the guys who you normally see during home games to be there during the away games. It almost feels like, oh, hey, maybe they're in town and I'm just not at the game. It's better. It's a smart idea. I really, my only, and this is so superficial, this is so Sharks fans. Kevin Kurz wasn't wearing a fucking tie. It bugged the holy hell out of me because his hands look a lot smaller when he's not wearing a tie. So
What, he has Trumpian hands? Is that what you're trying to say?
He's got like,
Well, he knows what we're grabbing for, so
he's got like little like stick hand, like Nosferatu fingers. It just looks better when he's got a tie. Kevin, come on, Franco Uomo, you've been there before. Go back to Santana Row, get you another tie, not neckwear. Come on. Sorry, I'm done.
Oh my. The views expressed by Rocket Backhander do not necessarily reflect the views of anybody else that's on this program.
But they probably do.
Yeah, they probably do. So another thing, how about is this? I'm trying. Do either of you, or let me just put it out to Hockey Jerk on the chat because chances are he'll know. Dell getting a first start, getting a win. Grosnick's first start, got a win. Was Stalock's first start a win? For some reason, I have this feeling that it was, but I'm not sure.
He started his NHL debut, kind of, so to speak, was in relief of Niemi against Phoenix when we went down. I think it was like 3-1, and he backstopped us to a victory. But I think his first start was against Ottawa the following like 2 seasons, and I think that's when he got his first victory. But I know he came in as relief for his NHL debut.
And I'm thinking about it. Didn't Nolan Schaefer win his first start as well? Because didn't that bring the whole start Schaefer? So I'm trying to. I'd be interested, and I'm sure Hockey Jerk. Yes, Hockey Jerk saying exactly what Gentry did. He came in relief in Niemi, got the win. Not sure about his first start though. But Slurpy Man saying yes, 5-2 win against Ottawa. I want to know, like, who's the last goalie to get his first start with the Sharks and actually lose? That could be interesting. I don't believe it was Schaefer. Can't has gone.
Maybe Niittymaki.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
I think Niittymaki, because when we signed them both in that really weird offseason when we got rid of Nabokov, we did that split where they played in Stockholm for the NHL Premier thing, and then it was Nemo starting the first one, and then Niittymaki getting the second one against Columbus, and I think Niittymaki lost that game.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's probably the one. But when he lost that game, was he actually penciled as the starter at that point?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, see, yeah, I was going to say, so I don't even, what, are we going to go back to like Toskala and Kiprasov or something?
So according to the YouTube chat, Minnesota is up 5-1 on LA.
Yeah, Minnesota be wrecking shop. And if you know who plays for Minnesota, you be doing it like me. Holla! That's right. 5-1 right now over the Kings. I think LA is, I think they're about 5 seconds away from scrambling to try to find somebody to put in nets, because backup boy doesn't appear to be getting one. Hey, dude, I'm just like, hey, LA, we can get you a Dell. We got a Dell, dude.
No.
We can hook you up. Hook you up.
Give him a Stalock. I'm serious. I'm just trying to get Al a job.
Nick in the chat mentioning that Dell's mask is the shit, and I completely concur. I will always be the guy who says number one out of all the masks in Sharks history. Number one will always be Nabby's. The one that he wore for the longest time. That will always be number one. Jones' mask last year might be 2. But that mask Dell was rocking tonight. So
I really, really like Armalis's mask. It glows in the dark. That just speaks to me on a level.
You sure that's not just his eyes glowing?
No, it's the equipment. It's not the little fuzzy thing underneath. Trust me, it's the equipment.
It's the teal steel.
I'ma steal that teal.
Blue steel. Oh my.
Pacific teal.
And with that though too, so it's sounding like Jonathan Quick not going to be back for a minimum of 3 months.
That poor guy. I'm sorry we broke him.
Yeah, right. Chances are, well, I think he broke himself trying to get Pavelski's autograph, but
whatever.
Yeah, it's looking like he might not make it back until the All-Star break. And while obviously you would never root for somebody to have a serious injury, I'm not real heartbroken about that loss for LA. I got to be honest, but it happens. Just thankfully it didn't happen to us, so I'll take that. Let's see here. Also seeing just in random Sharks news, Timo Meier seems to have found the cure and is looking to make his debut with the Barracuda October 28th. Might be a game you want to pencil on your calendar. Let me take a look here. Yes, the opener is on their own, sandwiched in between a home Blue Jackets and a home Predators game. So not part of a doubleheader, but yes, Rocket.
What time does that game start on Friday the 28th?
I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say that starts in the evening, in the 7 o'clock hour. I can't imagine them playing a matinee on a Friday, so I'm going to go with 7:30. And I'm thinking,
so they're probably going to play at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
No. The Sharks don't play that day. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but like the Barracuda always have weird start times, even when. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's true. Somebody look that up. Hockey Jerk, get on that.
Please, someone.
Yeah, please.
Out.
Come on, that's got to be like a 7:30 start. They're not starting any earlier.
No, this is actually a Sharkarita that I'm drinking. It's equal parts reposado tequila, blue curacao, and triple sec with a healthy dose of lime juice, fresh squeezed lime juice, and a little bit of sparkling limeade from Trader Joe's. It's very tasty. Yeah.
All right. Well, the 3 stars have been tweeted. Anybody want to guess?
Pavelski, Burns, and Dell.
You got one of them. Rocket, would you like to take a try?
I would say Burns.
Yep.
Oh, holy heck. Let's see. Who's another guy? It was Couture?
Nope.
Ooh. And someone on the Islanders.
Yep. Okay, so number 3 star, Burnsy. Number 2 star, is it Bouvier? The guy who got his, the rookie who netted his first, and then Jumbo Joe getting the 1st star.
Yay! Good job, Thornton.
And Hockey Jerk coming in with 7 o'clock start versus Bakersfield on October 28th.
Thank you.
So if you want to get your first looks in at Timonucleosis, the disease on ice, that's the time to do it.
Dude, I want to get a sweater that says Timonucleosis on the back.
You heard it here first on Pucknology, Timonucleosis.
But what would you do if and replace the nameplate with like a shot, a needle?
I don't know. It would have to be like the carbon chain chemical formula for the actual disease. Or something like that.
Or we could just call it the teal cross and just instead of the red cross.
Oh, and you know what? It's just coming in now. Jumbo actually not getting the 1st star. It was actually Jumbo's beard is who they attributed the 1st star to.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, that should always be 1st star.
Indeed.
Yeah, as you do.
The giveaway that night, mono. Sleepy mofo come through in the chat. Good job.
Nice. That's the night's giveaway. Teal mono.
Also, all royalties for the word Timonucleosis are to be going to Hockey Jerk.
Right. Oh my
if there ever exist.
So,
wait, we have a C team?
Is there anything else we can get into? I know that I mentioned, I kind of bitched about it after last night's game that Dylan was at the bottom of the TOI, but tonight Schlemko was a minute and a half behind Dilly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's switching up a little bit. As you would expect, Michael Haley knocking on that 9-minute door. course, he did go out for, what do you think, about a shift or two with that knee issue tonight, or leg issue, whatever it was. Wingles just a hair over 10 minutes.
Okay.
Carlson at 12, and then, you know, all the other boys kind of right around where you expect them to be. Let's see here for the other thing. And of course, the Sharks were out hit because who cares about hits? No one seems to give a shit about
It's not
that.
even
Well,
crap.
okay,
Who
when
cares?
Cal Clutterbuck is on the opposing team, you're gonna get out hit. I don't care
Yeah.
what anyways.
That-
So that guy can bring it. So somebody I wish
Yeah.
the Sharks would look into grabbing.
yeah.
Yeah, no. If you have Burns' ass and Clutterbuck's ass on the same line, that's some good hockey right there.
Yeah, well, and DeBoer apparently is, giving credit to the Sharks' fourth line tonight for getting things started and, goosing them a little bit, so especially after last night's horrendous tire fire. So, do you think Haley? You think we see the exact same lineup we saw tonight against Pittsburgh?
I don't think so. I think what you'll see is Nieto will get back into the lineup because I think they're going to want to match speed for speed with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I would agree, Rocket.
I'm sorry, did you repeat the question?
Just if you think the Sharks are going to roll the same lines tonight versus Pittsburgh, or if they'll bring Nieto back.
Oh, Lord. I genuinely hope that they don't ice Haley. I don't feel that he would be a good option against the Penguins. I think
he just could have stopped at, I don't think he would be a good option. Just
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I wish no, that's it. That's all I have to say.
Well, going back just to one thing about I am personally, I'm loving having Kubro and Brody actually on the road. It is kind of sad that they have to do it from right up against the glass. They don't even have just a makeshift set for them to do it. Or I think it'd be funny if Kubro and Brody just sat on Randy and Jamie's laps while they were doing their thing and then just got up and walked away, and then Randy and Jamie do their thing. I would like that. I was really hoping that Brody and Kubro at some point, either with intermission or post game, they would just do their show from inside that car that they park inside Barclays Center. I mean, what the hell's with why do you have a car inside the arena? And with prime seats, no less. Right? That car is front row on the glass in the corner. What? Why?
I don't know. I think that whole arena is a joke. I've still heard complaints that people can't see some of the ice when it's built that way because of how it's constructed, where it obstructs most of it. And I'm like, really? It seemed that building it for a hockey was an afterthought. And what do you expect? I mean, I heard the Islanders are trying to move out of there anyway. So
I'd be interested to see if the new venue that they're building in Sacramento for the Kings, if that venue, if they actually put a little thought about hockey into that, because I think we've talked about it before, maybe in a few years or something like that, if the Barracuda, if they aren't drawing as well as maybe they would expect it to be, or they feel that maybe the Barracuda is taking a little bit from the Sharks, potentially moving them to Sacramento, could be interesting. Did anybody see whatever the hell the Islanders mascot was when they were replacing the glass?
It's like a little dragon. I loved it. I thought it was adorable. I want a stuffy. Oh my gosh.
What the hell was that?
I think it was a dragon.
I don't know.
Right.
I still think that their mascot should be a seaman.
You might want to rephrase that.
I think it should be an Islander. I don't really whatever an Islander looks like, but it should be
I think they should pay homage to that really awesome jersey that they had, where it had
the Gordon's Fisherman.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that should be their mascot.
Ian Reed pointing out, what, the mascot isn't the car?
Yeah, I'm as surprised as you were on that one.
Oh, I like this drummer boy asking, what, you don't think the Barracuda will go to Vegas?
Oh God!
Wow.
Not everybody's moving to Vegas.
Oh,
they're already
What's
getting.
Vegas's farm team going to be called, and where are they going to put them? They're going to put them in Reno, aren't they?
God, where are they going to play? The Silver Legacy?
Well, I'm trying to think. Where does Reno even have a rink?
Sure they do. Yeah, because UNLV, I'm sure they have a hockey club.
They must have something.
Or not UNLV, but UN Reno. Sorry.
They just wait for the lake, in Tahoe to just ice up, and then they just throw the puck out there. Welcome to the largest ice surface ever.
Cool.
But Ian posting a good point. No way Hasso is going to pay to put the team in another arena. And that's, I can totally see that, because with the Barracuda being here, that means they get all the revenue from the concessions and the parking and all that stuff. They don't have to cough up that with anybody else.
Yeah, but there's an obscene number of doubleheaders this year. And the way that the ice is at SAP Center, I don't know if they'll be sustainable doubleheaders. And they're really not doing a superb job of promoting the Barracuda here in town. Excuse me. They haven't started breaking ground on an AHL arena, or even started expanding on any sort of like bleacher sections or anything over at Sharks Ice. So I don't know if they're thinking that this double header idea or using SAP Center for both teams is sustainable, but I don't think it is. In which case, it doesn't seem like they're going forward with any sort of other options other than to just house them in another city. So as much as Hasso may not want to pay to move them to another city, being here in town, it doesn't look like he's putting any investment in keeping them here in the long run.
Yeah, it's almost as if they're like he's just trying to save money on airfare, so he doesn't fly him back and forth from Boston or something. I mean,
that could be true.
It is kind of sad though, because you made a great point. And I think Kevin Lacey even had an article about this on Pucknology.net. Aside from a social media account, I don't know that the Barracuda get any promotion. I mean, if you're not following them on Twitter, then that's pretty much it. I mean, there is literally nothing going on. And even the San Jose Giants, the baseball team, will do some promotions where you can like pick up coupons at like Orchard Supply, or you can do, there are things out there to get it going. I am a little surprised that you don't see a little bit more in the way for the Barracuda, but maybe that's just because they're not even going to consider pushing the CUDA until they get the Sharks back to where they were 3, 4, 5 years ago with the consistent draws. Because, I mean, hey, we just saw a tweet yesterday or the day before. The Sharks had some tickets on Groupon. So, and now that I would expect from the Barracuda. But the Sharks,
pretty common, though. Apparently, it happens throughout the NHL. It's not just...
It's just the first time I've ever heard of it. That's all. I'm not saying that it hasn't happened before with another team. It's just the first time I've seen of it. But then again, there's been a lot of firsts that I've seen lately.
I mean, you'd expect the halo effect of the Stanley Cup final that kind of like push ticket sales for the Sharks. And, and you'd also kind of say that, okay, well, we got all this free publicity. We could say that, we're the Western Conference champion. Oh, hey, by the way, if you guys didn't know, we happen to have this minor league team that plays in our arena. It's the Barracuda. Come check them out. Just it's free publicity right then and there.
I completely agree. I think they could have taken it a step further during the playoffs last season, because while there were obviously rallies and things going on at the tank, you could have had obviously Sharky at that game at the home games during all the playoffs, but you knew that there were plenty of people at San Pedro Square watching the game. Why not send Frenzy over there?
Yeah. Oh, my point. Good point.
Hockey Trick saying in the chat that this is the third season the Sharks have done a post-game picture package on Groupon.
Oh, okay. See, I had never seen it before. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, which is probably more than likely.
Well, we're putting more thought into the Barracuda, promotions than it seems that SAP is. So,
ouch, kaboom. And with that, what is Impossible Burger? I'm sorry, I don't mean to like totally switch topics, but all of a sudden my Twitter feed is blowing up about Impossible Burger, and I'm a sucker for an awesome burger. So anyway, let's see anything. Let's go to the chat room real fast, see if there's anything going on here. And they're talking about a good buffet. So apparently everybody talking about food right now. So this is awesome. So moving forward then, we got the Penguins coming up. Penguins coming up on Thursday.
Zachary Devine on Twitter saying the number of teams congratulating Aaron Dell on his first NHL win could make for a great game of where in North America is Carmen Sandiego.
Oh my God. Oh dear Lord.
I mean, do you think that this win tonight, that Dell's performance tonight, do you think that this gives the Sharks more confidence in giving him a little bit more starts? You know, to give Jones some more rest.
I mean, maybe down the line. I mean, it depends. You know, it's one game. We saw how well Grosnick played his very first game, and then he essentially shit the bed his next game. So obviously, we need to see more from Dell before we can throw that out there. I do think the Sharks played a bit more defensively, which is something that they've been known to do when the backup is in, is that they'll kind of play in their end a little bit more and try to just, you know, they'll play that more defensive game versus just, you know, ass on fire, go, trying to protect whoever's in net. So I just want to see a couple more games from Dell. And when's the next opportunity we have for him? Oh, geez, he's got like a month before another back-to-back. But there's 4 games and 6 days at the end of November, and it's 2 games, 2 days off, 2 games. So you could have some options right there for him to get some more looks. So we will see. Blue Oyster Bar. What the hell? What? Okay, can we get the Google chat back onto like hockey and stuff?
He's gonna be. You were gonna see Aaron Dell on the November 23rd again, and
oh my God, wouldn't that be exquisite?
Yeah, and then on the 29th against Arizona.
I will take that because, of course, you have to put Jones in on the 30th against LA. I mean, there's just no way.
The 26th the 26th against Anaheim. That only seems magical.
I like it. I vote yes.
There we go.
And just to give everybody a score update for the Arizona Coyotes, they lose 7-4 to the Ottawa Senators.
Wow. How many of those are empty netters?
I think 2 of them were.
Okay.
What the hell is going on in hockey, ladies and gentlemen?
The empty net. The empty net third period. That's what's going on.
And also to let you know, this can't possibly be right, but I'm going to go with it anyway. Oh yeah, it is. With 7 minutes left in the third, the Canadians are up 3-0 over the Penguins. So
shut up.
Thinking the Penguins might be a little. Oh, make that 4-0. The Canadians are up over the Penguins. They just scored on the power play. So looks like the Penguins might be a little upset on Thursday. So
what happened to Crosby?
Yeah, what did happen to Crosby, Gentry?
Oh God, I think he got another concussion.
That's what I thought it was too.
What about Kessel? Is he just indigestion from too many hot dogs?
No, I was gonna say okay.
No, it's cheeseburgers, Phil.
Oh, okay.
She's asking about what's wrong with Kessel, and I'm like, okay, let's give about 10 seconds for the delay before Ian Reed can tweet something sarcastic.
Too many hot dogs.
He's like, let me count the ways.
2 sandwich limit.
Yeah, so
His head's broken.
So far, I mean, good night for the Sharks. They win their game. The Devils lose. The Coyotes lose. The Kings are down 5-2 with 11:20 left in the third, and the Kings are on the power play. The Flames are also losing to the Sabres. The Oilers actually up 3-0 on the Canes with 5 left in the second. And the Canucks are in the first playing the Blues, no score. But come on, it's the Blues versus Canucks. I think we got that one in the bag. So, but I've been bitten by that statement before. But either way, so far, a good night for the Sharks in the standings. So let me see. Kessel is a fucking legend, according to Ian Reed.
I counter with he's not All-Star Game MVP legend.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, he ain't no John. He's good, but he's not a John Scott, dude.
Oh, no one can be John Scott.
Let's put.
They're not making a movie about Phil Kessel. They're making a movie about John Scott, though. So.
Yeah, Ian Reed, dude, put the maple syrup down for a minute, would you?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
The Canucks are still undefeated this year.
Yeah. So anywho, looking forward. So it looks like anybody know, is Crosby playing tonight? Because I didn't think he was, but there was talk that he may be back on Thursday. So, I mean, what do you think? Rocket, I'll go with you. What are your predictions for the Thursday night Stanley Cup Final rematch?
We're gonna win 7-3.
How many of those are empty netters?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think so? You're saying
3, and Patty's gonna get 2 of them.
So we're gonna see both of Pittsburgh's goalies on Thursday. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I know who I'm not starting that night.
Yeah.
Gentry, what do you think we see on Thursday?
I'm going to be a little bit more realistic, and I'm going to say the Sharks will win 3-1.
Screw your realism.
I think that and your star of the game, I think, is going to be Pavelski getting all 3, because I think he has a bone to pick with how everybody talked crap about his performance in the Stanley Cup Final. So I think he'll get the roadie hat trick and just kind of, and on that third one, he'll just flip off everybody and say America.
Oh.
If they put Haley in the lineup, I don't mind if everybody gets a 10-minute.
And if Crosby starts, I predict a lot of twerk checking on Crosby.
Yep.
Interesting. I'm gonna go with a. I hate to do it. I'm gonna go with a 4-3 loss in overtime. I think we see goals from. I'm gonna go with Vlasic, Bodker, and Donskoy. And I think it goes to OT, and that they're going to lose in overtime, probably from a goal from Phil Kessel. Okay, but we'll see how it rolls. I just don't want them to get into a trap game against Detroit on Saturday. That's the thing that I worry about. But anyway, I digress. With that, any questions on the chat? I'll throw that out there really fast before we
Ian Reed saying that Sidney Crosby is actually dead. They just don't want us to know it.
Oh, no, I like it.
Oh wow, we're getting dark here.
And Hockey Jerk saying Matt Murray is hurt, so he can't steal the game for the Penguins. So maybe we do see Andre Fleury.
No, he just did a back-to-back, so I'm thinking we're going to be seeing their backup, whoever that is.
It's not Fleury?
No, it won't be Fleury, because he just finished playing 2 games in 2 nights. So
if it's not Fleury and it's not Murray, who's it going to be?
Oh, well, yeah, but remember.
Condon.
Sorry.
It'd be Michael Condon from the goalie they picked up off of waivers from Canadians.
Oh, okay. So we're going to see Pittsburgh backup, and it's not even like their normal backup. It's their third backup. Forget what I said earlier. The Sharks lose in regulation. It's a backup.
I mean, the last time we did face Condon, though, he was when he played for the Canadians, we did beat the Canadians 5-3. So,
yeah.
You never know. Yeah. See, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. See, yeah. Okay. Well, I think we've beaten this one into the ground. And okay, what else is going? What the hell is going on in the chat right now?
It's just there's a lot of raw aggression and hockey talk going on around the internet right now.
Laurel, I thought you were supposed to be minding the store. What the hell is going on down there? Oh my God.
Yeah.
When I am like the voice of like, subtlety and reason and shit like that, we have a problem.
Sleepy Mofo asking a good question. Are there any rookies on the Pens who will be looking to score their first NHL goal on Thursday? Hockey Jerk might have the answer for that.
Or Ian.
Yeah. Come on, you guys. You're on the clock.
Yeah, it does make me wonder what rookie is going to be in there. Hell, they may call somebody up from their minor league team just so it's like, hey, kid, you want to score a goal?
First goal. Come here.
Yeah, come here, dude. We're going to get you on the score sheet tonight, brother.
That's what we do. We're a nurturing club.
Oh, that's what it is. Ian's not doing the show, so he's antagonizing everybody in the chat.
True.
Oh, or no, he's antagonizing me. That's what it is. He could have been on here and given us like 200 but instead he's going to sit there and I'm gonna piss off everybody in the chat and just start that fire.
Well,
If you
I
don't
mean-
know about this about Ian Reed, he loves to watch the world burn.
Some men aren't looking for anything logical. They just want to watch the world burn.
Mike Neves saying that Pittsburgh's rookie is forward Kevin Lacey because we're all Kevin Lacey.
Oh, God.
We're all Kevin.
I love you guys.
We're all Kevin.
We are all Kevin. Oh.
Okay, can we just like put an end to this before like the the chat like explodes?
Okay, so there's no rookies on the Penguins team, but last year's shark killer Brian Rust is back in the lineup.
Oh.
So no rookies are gonna score their first on San Jose Sharks.
Okay, maybe the Sharks then do have a shot to win on Thursday. And you would think that they see, this is the thing about these matchups after, and yeah, okay, if I don't even know if Gen X watches this anymore, but Gen X, would always hate it when we like disintegrated into baseball or football talk. But this season, to start off Monday night or to start off the football season, it was the rematch of the two teams that were in the Super Bowl, Denver and Seattle, right? Or, no, I'm sorry, Denver and Carolina, excuse me. But Denver, it was the big rematch, and they built the crap out of that. It's the rematch and the sequel. And it's like, how the hell can it be a sequel when a championship is not on the line? That's the difference. And to me, that's kind of like it's the same for Thursday night. Yeah, it's going to be, you would hope that the Sharks come out there and at least want to send a statement and, you at least put a little bit of just drive home a message that, we're not scared of you and we're definitely not scared of you in your house. So it would be nice to come out of there with the window, send a statement. But it's like, if we win Thursday, are the Penguins going to go up? Oh, okay, sorry, they were the better team. Let's just bring the new banner down, guys. Just bring it on. That's not going to happen. So, let's not blow it too out of proportion. But I would like to see them get a win. Okay, what the hell is going on in the chat now? Oh, really? Kevin Lacey for Halloween is like the scariest costume? Holy crap.
Poor Kevin.
Poor Kevin Schmevin.
Boy. All right. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. For you people in the chat.
You guys are the best.
Okay. I'll let that I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Some of you are the best. Some of you, I mean, let's be honest. Okay, so the Sharks, they win it today, 3-2. Pavelski with the game winner. Burns gets 2 apples. Carlson starts him off, and Thornton gets the bank shot off Hurdle. It's a beautiful night. It's a beautiful win, and like I said earlier, might be the only team in the Pacific who wins tonight. That would be a good thing. We got Pittsburgh coming on Thursday. We will be here, at least someone. I'm not doing this 3 games in a row, so somebody else is going to be here. You're welcome. So with that, I am AJ_strong on the Twitter machine. Gentry, let the people know who you be.
I'm J Alexander46 on Twitter. Follow me, please. I can use some love and some new friends.
I always like it when people say "follow me," and you go, "No, virtually, not like literally, just virtually."
I could use some stalkers too. I get bored.
Wow.
Rocket, what's up with you?
My name is Rocket Backhander. You can find me on Twitter at rbackhander76 or catch my photographs on Instagram under Pucknology. One word.
Or hey, Rocket, from what I understand, is also part of a brand new podcast.
Oh yeah, that thing.
So you can see it under there. Follow at Pucknologist. Check out our weekly show, audio only. And it's actually clean, family-friendly. You don't know how much that fucking pisses me off some days, but it is a family-friendly show. So with that, do us a favor and follow that. And if you could, hit that little subscribe button down there. I think it's over here. Sometimes they move it, and they move it over here. I've never seen it up there, but I think it's over here. Hit the subscribe button. Pucknology After Dark. Check us out on at Puck. No, that's not at. Check us out the website, pucknology.net. And we got to do the sponsor, the spiel again before our final comments. Pucknology After Dark is sponsored by Audible. Can I do it in like the Chuck Woolery, Pat Sajak? Pucknology After Dark is sponsored by Audible. We've partnered with them to offer a free 30-day trial. You can choose from over 180,000 audiobooks and get a free audiobook to keep, whether you choose to continue using the service or not. Go to audibletrial.com/PAD to sign up. You get a free book, you help support the show, and everyone wins. That's audibletrial.com/PAD. Okay, do me a favor, Ian. Can you just rip the audio from what I just did and just slap that at the beginning of every show so I don't have to ever read that again? Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it big time, dude.
We should just have an audio loop of us doing that, so why not?
Yeah, you know what? How do we not have a sounder? Remember Yahoo? Or all those different, how does Audible not have something
Audible.
Oh, I love that. Audible. Oh, that would be awesome.
Hello from their Audible.
I do miss that.
God. You were losing listeners. Dozens.
No, I do you remember the days when Yahoo used to be a huge sponsor at Sharks games? They even one of the Zambonis was completely colored as
purple.
Purple, and had the Yahoo logo. And I remember every time the Sharks would go on a power play or something, you'd hear that Yahoo
power play.
Yeah, I love that. It used to crack me up. Oh, congratulations to Joel Ward, 600th game tonight. And I think I speak for everyone when I say, "Oh, good for you."
Yeah.
We like it. Okay, can we Ian Reed, get audiobooks, motherfucker.
Bruce.
Help us.
Oh, help us, please. Help us. Obi-Wan, help us. Oh shit. Goal by Tanner Pearson. LA down 3-5.
Yeah.
LA trying to make a comeback. You fat bastards. But there's only 3.5 left in the third. There is no way that my boy Holla gives up 3 goals in 3.5 minutes. Just not going to happen. But exciting game alert. Flyers and Blackhawks tied, 14:30 left in the third. And remember, DirecTV Center Ice is, Center Ice in general, free for the next 3 weeks. So go check it out. Thanks for coming out. We will be back on Thursday. Somebody will be back. It won't be me, but we'll be back on Thursday.
Probably me.
And I don't want to get into I'm not going to get into any details, but just say from everybody here at the Pucknology family, good vibes to Puck Guy and his family and everybody that he loves. Good vibes from everybody here at Pucknology to Mr. Puck Guy and the group. And with that, who wants to do the sign off? Rocket, you want to do
it? My name is Rocket Backhander, y'all. And on behalf of everybody here at Pucknology and Pucknology.net, I'd like to say, keep it real. Keep it tight. Keep it real tight. Good night.
Use lube.